Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel 100% Pure Elvis. I want to share something very different with you all today. In storage I had my collection of Elvis Monthly magazines, so I've decided to get them out of storage, take them out of the box that I had them stored in, and I want to share with you all the collection of Elvis Monthly magazines that I do have. There is about 100 to get through, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the front and the back covers of each of the magazines and the issue number. And again, I ain't going to show you inside, it would just take far too long. So I'm going to start with the first one that is in front of me, and I'm going to be very quiet in this upload. Let's just go through these together. So issue number 409, and on the back, I remember when I used to love getting these. I used to live for every month when they were released. So this one here is issue 393. 411. A great one there with Anne Margaret from Viva Las Vegas there. The front and back here, we've got images of Elvis in concert. I would say that's around 1974, maybe. And the back again, I'd say around 1974. Issue 452 of Elvis Monthly. Again, another one on tour, issue 395. So as you can see, they're not in numerical order. Get close in. I love that jumpsuit there. It's one of my favourites. Early image of Elvis there on issue 481. And again, all these are still in very good condition. This is issue 445. The image there is from the movie Live a Little, Love a Little. One of my favourites. On the back, .454, this is the 1969 press conference there. I believe the photo on the back is Elvis in concert from 1976, I believe. Again, if I'm incorrect, please leave in the comments. This is issue 454. Issue 471. Great early image of Elvis there. On the back, that is about 1974, I believe, in his karate uniform. .412 here. I think that is possibly Tickle Me movie. On the back, with his parents here. This is issue 433 with Gladys and Vernon there. What a beautiful image. On the back, in concert from 1972. Issue 427. I'd say that's around 1975, 76 maybe, with Red West there. On the back, issue 426 that we got from the movie GI Blues, and the same on the back from GI Blues. Issue 426. This is issue 449. Look at that one. 1973 maybe on that image there in concert. On the back, I would say 1969, 1970, issue 449. Next is issue 479. And on the back, the image from Blue Hawaii. Next is 475. Look at that. Such a great image there of Elvis. Look, I love that one. And on the back from 1975 in concert there. Issue 475. Next is issue 436. On the back is one of my favourite jumpsuits, the Red Flame jumpsuit. Next is 407, Aloha from Hawaii on the front cover here. On the reverse, Coming Home from the Army with Colonel Tom Parker there in the background, issue 407. Next is issue 424. Don't know much about that image. If anyone knows, please leave in the comments below. Issue 424. On the back, that is from about 1971-72, I believe. Next, again, I'm not overly too sure on the year, and I don't know who is with him there. This is issue 442. On the back, a well-used promotional shot of Elvis. The next is issue 421, with on the front, Win a Trip to Memphis, celebrating Elvis's 50th. Look at that. Okay, I love that. That's a great one. On the reverse, what did you think about Elvis wearing the chokers? I quite like them, actually. Next is issue 422. And on the reverse, next is 392. I think that's possibly 1974, I believe. On the back, again, I love this jumpsuit. So this is issue 392. The Red Phoenix jumpsuit there, I believe. The next is the Madison Square Garden press conference, which is issue 406 with his dad Vernon. Look at that suit. I love that suit and the shirt. I love these sorts. I've got quite a lot of them shirts. On the back, in concert from around 1972, I believe. Next is issue 410. I think maybe Fun in Acapulco. Correct me if I am wrong. On the reverse, say it's from the same movie, Fun in Acapulco. Next is issue 439. On the reverse, I absolutely look at that shirt. I love that shirt. I would say 1973 maybe. Issue 439. Next is issue 399. Early one of Elvis there. On the reverse from 1977, issue 399. Two very different images. An early one from 56, 1977, issue 399. Next is issue 457. What a great image from the 68 special there. And this is in the gospel section. On the reverse, his wedding to Priscilla. Next, we have issue 446. I think that is possibly 1969, maybe. And on the back, I'm going to get in closer on this one. I love that jumpsuit, but I don't know what name that jumpsuit is. So this is issue 446. So if you are watching this upload afterwards, can you please let me know what the jumpsuit is on issue 446? I absolutely adore that jumpsuit. So issue 446. The next one is issue 423. And that, what a great image. I think that's possibly 1975.
Is an issue with the series Detective Comics, Volume 1.
On the reverse,
May 1972.
again, that is, I think, possibly 1969. The next one is issue 413. In concert there in 1972, I believe. On the reverse, I would say that is 1975. So this is issue number 413. The next we have issue 422. I think I've got a duplicate copy of this. I think I've already showed this one. Issue 447. Look, that's a great one there from the, I think that's, is that the 1950s or early 1960s? I'm not overly too sure. Issue 447. On the back, again, around about 1975, I believe. Next is issue 441. 1972, I would say. What a great jumpsuit and image there. On the reverse, again, 1974, 75 maybe. Issue 441. The next is issue 458. That is an image of Elvis in concert from 1975. On the reverse, from the movie G.I. Blues. The next one is issue 476, and this is the front cover for His Hand in Mine, Elvis at the piano. On the reverse, get closer in, again, I think 74, 75 maybe, issue 476. The next is issue 408, so we have an image from the movie Roustabout. And again on the reverse from the movie Roustabout, starting wearing the black leathers already, ready for the 68 special. The next is issue 388. What a great image of Elvis from the movie Flaming Star there. So issue 388. On the reverse, the famous image of Elvis holding up the gun there at Graceland. Next one is issue 425. Look at that very young image of Elvis there. 53, 54 maybe. On the reverse with Linda Thompson, I would say 74. Issue 425. The next is issue 419. I think my poster was falling down then, so sorry about that. Issue 419, that is, I would say 1972. Again, on the reverse, again, 1970, I believe. Issue 419. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope it's not too boring. I just wanted to share my Elvis Monthly collection. The next one is issue 434. So, great 1950s shot of Elvis there. On the reverse, that in his karate uniform. Loved his karate. Next is issue 416. I would say 73 there, 1973. Again, loved that black jumpsuit. On the reverse, I'd say 1975. I think that's the blue white phoenix jumpsuit. Next is issue 432. This is with Todd Slaughter and Tony Prince. I've had the privilege of meeting both. So this is Todd Slaughter, Tony Prince. Tony Prince was a disc jockey from England, and Todd Slaughter ran the official fan club of Great Britain. And great image there. And on the reverse, another good one from the 68 special. Okay, that's a well-used image. Issue 432. Issue 483, well-used promotional shot from the 1950s. And the one on the reverse is one of my favourites. I think it's from the movie Loving You, which is one of my favourites. What a great image there. Issue 483. Issue 466. That's Elvis returning to the live stage. That's 1969, I believe. On the reverse, again, I would say 1975. The next one is issue 430, 1969, 1970 image there, I would say. On the reverse, I think this is while he was doing the movie Live a Little, Love a Little, I do believe. The next one is issue 429. After him getting his 10 Most Outstanding Men in America award. On the reverse, I don't know much about that image. I don't know if is it from the same day? I'm not overly too sure. Issue 429. The next is issue 470 in concert from around 1975. And the one on the back, look at that. I think that is possibly 73 maybe. Issue 470. Next we have issue 428. That's an image of Elvis in concert from 1975. On the reverse, again in concert from 1975. I don't think Elvis wore that jumpsuit much, but I like that jumpsuit. Next is issue 409. There's a movie still image there. On the reverse again, a movie still image. Issue 409. The next one is issue 451. 1974, I'd say, 73, 74. On the reverse, again in concert, this is issue 451. Next we have issue 401. That is 1972, I believe. And the movie still image for MGM. The next is issue 482. So there we have Elvis returning from... Is he returning home from the army there? I'm not overly too sure. Or it could be when he's been interviewed, when he's going back because of his mother falling ill. And on the back, from the movie Girls, Girls, Girls. Next is issue 462. Is that Jailhouse Rock? Maybe. I'm not over King Creole. I'm not overly too sure. I think it could be King Creole. Again, I'm not great on some Elvis images. I do apologise if I've got some of them wrong. On the reverse, another great one of Elvis in concert from 1975, I believe. Some of them are duplicated for some reason, so don't know why they're duplicated. I must have bought two at the time. The next one is issue 478. What a great image of Elvis there. I'd say 62, 63 maybe. And again, wearing the red flame jumpsuit in concert, 74, 75. I just adore that jumpsuit. I wish he would have wore it more on stage. The next one is issue 455. Again, I would say 73 maybe. Another one from 1974-5, I believe. Issue 455. Issue 461. 1973, I would say. And on the reverse of issue 461, a classic one from Aloha from Hawaii. The next one is issue 477, an image from Loving You. And on the reverse, I've used the same image again from Aloha from Hawaii. The next we have issue 402. And in the bottom it says, Sincerely Elvis Presley. Can you please share with me, is this a movie promotional photo, or is it just a photo of Elvis promoting an album? I'm not overly too sure. On the reverse from the movie G.I. Blues. This is issue 402. Next we have issue 403. I don't know much about that photo, I'm afraid. I don't know who them people are either. On the back, again, I think that is from a Girls, 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 I believe. Don't realising when I'm doing this, I'm hiding Elvis's face here. This is issue 444. 1974 maybe. Now the images on the back of this one are quite rare. I've not seen them that often. So I'm going to get closer in for you. See them. I'd say 74 maybe. If anyone knows any more about them images, I'd love to know in the comments below. So issue 444. The next one is issue 443. Again, an image I don't know much about. On the reverse, I know that's a movie still image. Is that Speedway, I think, or Spin Out? I'm not overly too sure which one. Issue 443. The next one is issue 405. Again, is that for Roustabout maybe? On the back, I know that's definitely Roustabout. So this is issue 405. The next one is issue 406. Again, I think I've shown this one already. So I've got a duplicate. Elvis with Vernon there. This is issue 406. I do apologise if I have done this one already. And on the back from 1972 in concert. With these duplications, if anyone is interested in messaging me in the comments below for any of my duplicate copies, you're more than welcome to, because I don't need duplicate copies, so more than welcome. I can filter them out and get them sent to you. The next one is issue 404. Again, this is from the movie Roustabout. And on the back, the next is, this is issue 414, in rehearsals for That's the Way It Is. On the reverse, in concert, I'd say 1969, 1970. The next one is issue 480. So like a mid-60s shot of Elvis there. On the reverse, great image of Elvis, but from my least favourite movie of Elvis, Double Trouble. The next one is issue 472. What a great image of Elvis in his limo, or in his car there, stopping to sign autographs. On the reverse, always had time for his fans, Elvis did. I would say 1970 on that one. The next one is issue 389 from GI Blues again. On the reverse, again, is that Finn in Acapulco? Again, I'm not overly too sure. Please leave in the comments below if I'm incorrect. I'm hoping you can see these images okay. The next one is issue 391. That is 1975 image of Elvis there in concert. Look at that, another great jumpsuit. On the back, from the movie Paradise, Hawaiian Style. Issue 391. The next one is issue 448. I would say 1974-5 maybe. And on the reverse, On Holiday in Hawaii with Priscilla. That's such a great image. Next is issue 474. Again, I don't know what movie still that is for. Now that's a movie still. I'm not overly sure which movie it is from. So issue 474. On the reverse again, we've seen this one before on the back of one of the other Elvis Monthlies. I think that was around the time of Live a Little, Love a Little, I believe. Next, has my favourite jumpsuit on it again. Issue 459. The red flame jumpsuit again there. and his debut movie, Love Me Tender. Next one is issue 437. Again, I think this is duplicated, so if you are interested, comments below with the issue number. That's a 1973, I believe, or 72. What a great image. Ed Bonnier took this photo. Had the privilege of meeting Ed Bonnier in 2016. I uploaded his book recently. Please go back to my channel and check that. And on the back, movie still images from the movie. That would be Girls, Girls, Girls. Next one is issue 450. Image from Aloha from Hawaii. And on the reverse, I'd say again 74 maybe. I could just look at Elvis all day. Some of these images, because I've not got these out of storage for a while, looking at some of these Elvis Monthly magazines, you know, I haven't studied them a lot. Maybe, God, 5 years maybe or more. So again, so happy to get these out of storage today to share with you all. The next copy is issue 440, and again, an image I've not seen that much actually. So again, 73 I would say on that one. And again on the back, I would say around 1974-75. I've already done this one, so again 402, a duplicate copy. So again, don't forget the duplicate copies that I'm sharing with you all. Let me know what the number of the copy. The next one is issue 463. What a great image of Elvis there from 1969 press conference. I absolutely adore how Elvis looked then. So handsome, such a beautiful man. And on the reverse, that is, I think, 1974, I believe. The next is issue 400. Now, issue 400 came, you had two of them. You had a bigger copy of Elvis Monthly with this inside, and the bigger copy was trip to Graceland and travel and everything. I've got that somewhere in storage. I will find that one out as well. So this is issue 400, movie promotional shot of Elvis there. On the reverse, I love that. It's from Flaming Star. Oh, what a great image from Flaming Star. Next one, not too many more to go through, I promise, is issue 415. An image again I've not seen that often. I think again I would say 1975, I believe, or 74. On the reverse, again 74, 73. Again, as always, if I am incorrect in any of my information that I'm putting across here, please correct me in the comments below. I love being corrected because then I've got more information at my fingertips about selected images that I wasn't overly sure about. Next one is issue 420. I'd say again, that's possibly 1975 in concert there. And again on the back of 1975, image of Elvis in concert. The next one is issue 418. That is when he's getting off the helicopter in Hawaii, ready for the Aloha from Hawaii. alternate concert, I believe. On the reverse, again, that's another 1973 image of Elvis in concert. Is that better when I'm further back like that? Is that better for you? Again, this is another duplicate copy. Issue 419. Issue 419, a duplicate copy. From 1972, I believe. On the reverse, 1969-70. The next is issue 398. Wow, look at that, it's a beautiful image of Elvis. 1960, I believe. And on the reverse, I know that's 1976. I definitely know that one is 1976. And again, he's just looking out into his adoring public and fans. He was just so loved. I mean, again, the next one I'm sharing with you all is a duplicate copy, issue 399, and it's the one with early Elvis there. And on the back, sundial suit from 1977, issue 399. You know, I get quite emotional at times when I talk about Elvis, especially when I'm looking through photos, or especially on magazines as well. You just look at an image of Elvis, and it just takes you right back. And yeah, you just go to how special the man is to us all, and always will be. And the next one is issue 417, again in the recording studio for That's the Way It Is. And I've actually got a similar shirt like that. Absolutely love my different designed shirts, and again, that's influence from Elvis. That is great image. On the back, again, possibly 73, 74 there. Aren't we so lucky as Elvis fans to have so many images of Elvis on celluloid in concert in the early years, TV appearances, live concerts on TV? We are so fortunate as Elvis fans to have all of this at our fingertips. And as Elvis collectors, we just lap it up. The next one is issue 397, and what an image of Elvis on this. Look at that. I would say again 1969, I believe. Look at that waistcoat. Oh, so his fashion was, I don't think no one was above him in his time for his fashion. Absolutely he was a trendsetter. On the reverse, again from the movie Paradise, Hawaiian style. Fun movie. Again, I enjoy watching it. Not a personal favourite, but an enjoyable movie. I actually quite like the soundtrack to it as well. I think there's possibly about 10 more to go through. The next one is issue 396, and this image is, I think, again 1975. On the reverse, that is from 1969. Again, wearing the same waistcoat as on the previous magazine. What a great image. The next is issue 453, and this here, I believe, is from 76. And to me, just the way he's looking out into the crowd in the arena where he's singing, he's just pouring his heart out as he always did. On the reverse, again, I'd say 1970 71, I believe. The next one is issue 467, image of Elvis returning to a live stage in 1969. Oh, look, that's so beautiful. On the reverse, from his final concert year, 1977, wearing the sundial suit. Again, apparently he wore that a lot in the last year on tour because it's the only suit apparently that had more room, because he was putting on weight, so he could change the jumpsuit accordingly, the sundial suit, to allow for the weight he had gained. The next one is issue 431. Don't know much about that image. I don't want to give a year, but I would 70, 71 maybe. If anyone has any additional information, I'd love to see it. I'd love to hear it and see it in the comments below, sorry. Issue 431. On the reverse again, a well-used image of Elvis from Aloha from Hawaii. The next one again is a duplicate copy, so please remember this one. Issue 403. So we have seen this one. 403. The next one is issue 390. Issue 390. On the front, this is from the movie Kissing Cousins. I've had the privilege of meeting this actress, Cynthia Pepper, at the Strictly Elvis Festival in Great Yarmouth as part of the Strictly Elvis team. Such a lovely lady. Spoke very highly of Elvis. So the beautiful Cynthia Pepper there from the movie Kissing Cousins. On the reverse, I've got a story about this. My husband Matthew was talking, we spoke a couple of years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago now. My husband is an artist, he's a landscape artist, portrait artist, just paints or sketches anything he puts his hand to. And I actually asked him to do one of Elvis, and believe it or not, this is the image he chose. So my husband has painted this image of Elvis. I actually haven't got it at hand. It was given to my mum as a gift, but did a very good painting of Elvis. This one here. But so again, that is a movie still from the 1950s. 4 more to go through. The next one is issue 435. I think this image is from 1974 in concert. On the reverse again, it's like a karate image, whereas that is karate lessons there taken. He gave so much to his karate. The next one is issue 394. Issue 394. In rehearsals for That's the Way It Is. Wait until you see the image on the back. The one on the back, you don't get to see that often, but I adore it. And look at that. Let me get closer. What a great image of Elvis. And again, I don't know much about the jumpsuit he's wearing there. And I don't know what year that would be. Anyone got any information, please share with me. Issue 394. I'll leave that up a bit longer because I absolutely think that's such a great image of the king. Next, issue 438. Issue 438. That is, I would say, 1973. don't know which jumpsuit that is, unfortunately. Again, I haven't got too much information on what the jumpsuit is. On the reverse, again, I'd say 75 maybe on that. Issue 438. We've got the last one, so thank you for bearing with me. Issue 460. Issue 460. Now again, is this from the film It Happened at the World's Fair? I'm not ever too sure. I don't know if that's a movie image from It Happened at the World's Fair, so please share in the comments below. Issue 460, and I love this one on the back. And I just love the horseshoe ring, but this is a well-used image of Elvis as well from the 1950s. Issue 460 of Elvis Monthly. So I just wanted to sign off by saying I thoroughly hope you enjoyed me sharing my collection of Elvis Monthly magazines with you. I only started collecting Elvis Monthly in the early 1990s when, you know, I started buying my own Elvis collection in the early 1990s, and you know, every month when it was released, I had to buy it, and I actually don't know why I do have duplicates in my collection, so quite surprised to come by them actually. As I said earlier, I've not looked through them for a good 5-6 years, and any of the duplicates that I do have, I've only got one of each. So again, just message me. I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And please share your thoughts on the Elvis Monthly magazine. You know, were you a collector of the magazine? You know, the reasons why it folded was due to demand. It wasn't selling the high quantities it used to sell. So the price to make the magazine and distribute the magazine, it wasn't worth continuing with the magazine. I worked for a high street retailer, which is still going to this day, called W.H. Smith. And I actually was the sales manager for the magazine department at the time. So I always, whenever the magazine come in, I always put one to a side. So I knew I had my copy. So I really don't know why I've got duplicates in my collection, but I'm happy that I have, and I'm also happy to share them with other Elvis fans. In the background here, this is an Elvis on Tour program, which I'm going to be uploading over the weekend. I'm going to be uploading. So after this upload, I'm going to be doing one more upload tonight, which is going to be my magazine collection of different Elvis magazines again, and in that upload you'll have the opportunity in the comments to ask me to review any specific magazine you wish me to do. So thank you for sharing this upload with me and looking through my Elvis Monthly magazines. Thank you. We're nearly up to 50 minutes, so I actually didn't think it would take that long. I hope you have bared through with me, and as I always say, please keep Elvis close to your hearts. Please keep on playing his music. That is very important to me. If you're sitting there watching this upload and you're enjoying the channel, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Please give me a massive thumbs up, and love to you all. Speak soon, everybody. Bye bye.